Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I have a flip through of a new colouring product to show you. Normally I'd be at my overhead camera, but there's a bit of a problem with this one. I don't think it's going to fit. As you can see, it's rather large. But let's get into this. So, I've had to zoom my camera out as far as possible to try and capture this on the desk. So you normally only see in here, so you're getting quite a wide view today. But this is the only way I am going to be able to show this to you. And this is the Cool Arts Doodle pad, and then I have some individual posters as well. And then when I found these, let me tell you, I was so excited. I had these as a kid. Now, not necessarily these exact designs, but I had these Cool Art doodle pads, or rather my grandmother had them, and every time I went to her house, I used to colour in with them. And so when I was in hospital and just, browsing online because I was sad and in pain and needed a distraction, and then I discovered these, I had to jump on and grab them. So if you're in New Zealand, you can buy these from Hobbyland, and they're not bad. The individual posters are less than $4, and the pack with 6 pictures is, I think, $15. So that's really good for the price and also for what they are. But also for me, there's a lot of nostalgia in this, so I was very excited to grab them. So yes, as I said, these are produced by Cool Art. They have different artists for different ones. But what we'll do first is we'll go through the individual pages, and then I'll go through the multi-pack. So the first one that I got is Dragon's Cove, and this is by Paul Allen, so it does actually have the information up there. So you've got this almost like there's some nautical elements on it. It's got like a map feel to it, but then we've got this massive multi-headed dragon, sea snakes, and like a cliffside with water. I'm so excited to colour this. Now, what you'll be curious about is, of course, the paper quality. Paper is fantastic. It is a thick cardstock. It is not thin paper. I was really worried because I had a vague memory of these being quite thin in my childhood, but they are not. They are really good quality, thick cardstock. So I think they're going to handle quite a bit of media as well. Obviously, the biggest issue with these is going to be keeping them in a way where they stay protected and still flat. Now, they are supposedly A2. However, I have an A2 clear file, and they don't fit into this A2 clear file. For context, what have I got around? So, for context, here is a Colouring Heaven magazine, which is A4. So A4 doubled would be A3, and then that doubled again is A2, and it's slightly larger than that. For those of you that don't get Colouring Heaven or don't use metric measurements, we have a Kirby Roseanne's book to give you a context of the size. So these are massive posters, and beautiful, beautiful detailed pictures. So let me bring this in a bit closer so you can see there's lots of scale work and interesting design elements. Like, this is going to be a lot to colour. I'm aware this is going to be a mission to colour, but also, again, so much nostalgia in this. So yeah, that is the Dragon's Cove by Paul Allen. Now we have here Mystical Sunset. This is also by Paul Allen. In this one we have some more dragons and a castle. We have fae and gnomes and mushrooms and vines. Really, really cute illustrative details, and it's framed with all this vine work. Once again, on really gorgeous thick cardstock. And I like the fact that we've got a lot of line variants as well. So we've got thicker at the front and thinner at the back, which will also help add dimension to this. I can see this being really cool to do like a warm sunset here going out into darker, cooler tones. So your eye just draws into there. Especially with like the lines of the mist and all sorts of stuff. Then we have Undersea, which of course I had to grab. Now apparently this one's by Paul Allen again. There are more artists than just the Paul Allen ones. I think most of what I grabbed was his one, so because that's what was available or what interested me. So obviously I love ocean life. I love underwater scenes. So a massive poster of just underwater I had to grab. So many gorgeous sea creatures in this one. Not as much of a fan of the border of this one. I feel like that thick black actually detracts a lot from it, but when it's coloured in, hopefully it will not be as distracting. And I could always just like paint around it solid black to like really block that out and just make this the focus. Because up here where the sea part is and it's solid black, that's a lot cleaner to me than this little design in here. So that's the only thing I'm not a fan of this page, but it's easily rectified. And then we have Rainforest. Now, I don't think this one actually had an artist listed. So, if I see one, it doesn't say on the back, does it? No. So this one is gorgeous, gorgeous forest scene. There are so many hidden animals in here. So many details. And so many gorgeous little things. And so much plant life as well. Like, if you like colouring leaves and trees, such a good one. But yeah, we've got like the parrots, we've got moths, obviously jaguar, little creatures all hidden. Iguana, love iguana. There's even like little bugs and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, really fun sort of spot the creature type situation. And then we have the Doodle pad. So the Doodle pad is the same product, it's just in a block form, and you get 6 designs in this. And so I did this because there was a couple of designs that I really wanted that weren't available individually, but were available in this. So yeah, I think I got 2 extra in here that I wasn't really too keen on, but that's okay. I can always give them to my niece or find someone else to colour them. So, these ones I don't think have, some of them do, not all of them have the title on there. So this one is Enchanted Castle, okay. And this one once again does not have an artist listed, but it's a similar concept to the Sunset Castle. Got like dragons and fae. I do really like the stonework that surrounds this page. I think it'll be really cool. We've got interesting perspective as well. And it looks like it could almost be like a galaxy sky or something up here. That would be really fun. So once again, really lovely thick cardstock. Beautiful, beautiful details. Right, here comes the real challenge. How can I might be able to slide it behind my desk. Yes. Okay, that'll work. And then we have the return, and this is one that I really wanted when I saw the preview. It is so gorgeous. This is again a Paul Allen one, but we have this gorgeous fae and lots of fae flying around and little dragons in a castle. I mean, you can see a whole vibe. But I just thought it was really sweet and again, so many fun little details. These are not simple pages. These are complicated pages. They're going to take a while. There's no denying it. It's a labour of love, these ones. They're huge, they're detailed, but so much fun. Now this one, like, the only thing is, I think this edge, I'm not happy with this edge. Once again, I think I'd have to, like, black that out. I don't mind the stonework here. I think it's meant to be stonework, but it just kind of looks messy and cut off. So, yeah. Alright, and then we have the butterfly castle one. Cannot remember the name. I want to say it's called Enchanted Castle. There's a few along that vein anyway. I can't do it without checking out the front cover again. But yeah, this one, so many flowers. So many flowers. Yeah, but oh, so pretty. It's quite distracting how the flowers are formed around here, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. Kind of like a bush that's been carved or something, but I do like how it frames in here, and again we've got some really cool details. This one's maybe, like, you might call it simpler because we've got some bigger elements in here, like these flowers down here with more simpler details and like bigger butterflies, but then we've also got a lot of little flowers around here. But there's no reason why you couldn't just, like, you don't have to sit here and pedantically color all of these. You could just use like a splotchy technique to put some color down, and then just maybe go in and do some spot shading on some of the more centralized large flowers rather than all these little flowers. I don't know. There are, like, this one is probably a little on the simpler side compared to some of the other ones. Alright. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that this is different to the cover, because I know there was one with trains, but I felt like it was different. I might need to actually maneuver that cover out. Oh, definitely one of the most difficult things to film. No, okay. It is as per the cover. And that other castle one was called Peaceful Castle. My apologies. And then so this is, so the trains one was one that I was not too interested in personally. However, now that I look at it, it's actually kind of cool. I do like it. I do hate how thick these black clouds are. So already I know that if I was to colour up, those clouds would need to be poskered over and made lighter. Like, I can't look past those clouds. So, but yeah, I'm in two minds about this one. I also have a niece that I do a little bit of colouring with who loves motor vehicles, and I know she would be very into colouring this one with the trains. So part of me is tempted to just gift this one to her, because A, I've got more than enough to colour, and B, I think she'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it. She's coming up 4, so it's probably way too detailed for her. But you know what? I think it'll be fun. So why not? Right, and then we have the butterflies one. So again, this is probably one of the more simpler ones. This one would be gorgeous to, like, actually find some references of butterflies and really focus on making it look as realistic as possible. This would also be a gorgeous page for doing lots of glitter and patterns and just beautiful sparkly. So much fun. And this one, I don't mind this border pattern of. It kind of looks like washi tape. In fact, you could probably replace it with a washi tape. Which could be a cool idea, finding a washi tape with a butterfly pattern, which I'm sure I have, and then pulling the colours from that to colour this page in. Could be a really fun little idea. And And again, this one has no artist listed on this one. So I feel like the ones that have the artist listed are the Paul Allen ones. But I know there were some other artists, but maybe just not in the pack I've got. And so the final one I have here is the balloons page. So this is the other one that I was umming and ahhing over, but I like this a lot more than the trains. I think this could be really cool to do lots of fun, colourful patterns and rainbow, and you could have a lot of fun doing different coloured balloons in this. It would also be a really fun way to practice lighting effects if you want to practice like backlighting, like maybe the sun is rising and you're doing a beautiful sunrise, and then how that light is coming through on these balloons. So the lighter edge as they're all backlit, and then the darker in the centre, and playing with different things like that, and then how the light also affects the landscape. But yeah, I thought this one had potential. So in terms of them, the sorry, I'm dropping stuff. I'm still in a splint, so it's quite hard to hold some stuff. Yeah, I still feel like this one had potential. So over the trains one. Like I said, the trains one doesn't interest me as much as this one. So yeah, that is the cool art posters. Probably one of the most difficult things to film on my channel so far. And probably going to be a bit of a nightmare to film for colouring, but I'm willing to give it a go if there is something you'd like to see coloured. So let me know what one was your favourite, and also let me know if you ever had these as a kid. Like, I've been asking a few people, and apparently as a bit of an anomaly, like not many people seem to know about these, but I loved these things as a kid, and I'm kind of tempted to get the rest of them just for the memory sakes. Like, so many memories attached to these. So let me know what you think down below. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.